In the heart of a dense forest, Timmy, a small boy, became lost after following fireflies. The once familiar sounds of his family's campsite faded, replaced by eerie forest noises. Panic set in as he stumbled through shadows, desperately calling for his parents. The night came alive with unsettling sounds, and a chilling breeze whispered through the trees. Timmy's heart raced as he followed a distant glow, hoping it led back to safety. The light revealed an old mansion, broken and foreboding. Ignoring his instincts, Timmy entered the mansion. The door slammed shut, trapping him in darkness. Shadows danced, and whispers echoed through the halls. In a room filled with dusty toys, the atmosphere grew heavy. The toys seemed to come to life, their hollow eyes following him. Attempting to escape, Timmy found the mansion shifting, confining him further. Eerie laughter echoed as ghostly figures emerged. The fireflies that had led him astray now condemned him to a nightmarish realm. As the mansion's sinister secrets closed in, Timmy's terrified screams were swallowed by the haunted forest, lost in eternal darkness.
In the 1970s, a family moved into an old Victorian house in a small town. The parents, John and Mary, along with their 2 children, were excited about their new home. However, shortly after settling in, strange things began to happen. One night, as the family gathered for dinner, they heard footsteps upstairs when they were all downstairs. They initially dismissed it, attributing it to the old house settling. But soon, the footsteps became a regular occurrence, especially during the quiet hours of the night. As weeks passed, the family started experiencing more unsettling events. Objects would move on their own, doors would slam shut without any apparent cause, and strange whispers echoed through the halls. The children began having nightmares, all sharing similar themes of a shadowy figure looming over them. Disturbed by these occurrences, the family sought the help of local paranormal investigators. During their investigation, the team claimed to capture electronic voice phenomena, EVP, of ghostly voices and witnessed objects moving seemingly on their own. They also reported a sudden drop in temperature in certain areas of the house. The investigators delved into the history of the property and discovered that a tragedy had occurred decades earlier. A family had lived in the same house, and one of their children had mysteriously disappeared. The circumstances surrounding the child's disappearance remained unresolved. Convinced that the ghost of the lost child was haunting the house, the family decided to move out. After leaving, they never experienced paranormal activities again. The old Victorian house remained vacant for years, with locals avoiding it due to its eerie reputation. To this day, the story of the haunted house is a topic of conversation in the small town, and the once grand Victorian home stands as a silent witness to the mysteries that unfolded within its walls.
In the heart of the forbidding woods stood an ancient mansion, its time-worn facade exuding an eerie silence. On a stormy night, a group of daring teenagers defied the ominous tales and entered the decaying structure. The air thickened with an unnatural chill as they explored, shadows dancing with malevolence. As they ventured deeper, the atmosphere grew oppressive. The mansion seemed to shift, trapping them in a labyrinth of despair. In a forgotten library, a journal revealed a tragic tale of a family cursed by a malevolent force. A dark ritual had bound them to the spectral realm, their tormented souls lingering within the mansion. Realization struck the group as whispers turned into guttural moans. Shadows coalesced into ethereal forms, revealing the tormented faces of the trapped family. The mansion resisted their escape, sealing their fate. In their final moments, they became part of the haunting chorus, and the storm outside raged on, leaving the mansion as a solemn monument to the darkness that lingered within. Once, in the shadowy kingdom of Eldrath, there reigned a once mighty king named Valthor. His crown sat heavy upon his brow, and his throne room echoed with the grandeur of his rule. The people hailed him as an honorable and just ruler. However, a sinister change overcame Valor. Whispers of dark magic and forbidden pacts swirled through the court. The once noble king succumbed to the lure of power, and a malevolent force began to seep into his heart, tainting the very essence of his honor. As the corruption deepened, the people of Eldrath began to witness unsettling changes in their once beloved king. His eyes, once filled with benevolence, now gleamed with a cold and calculating darkness. His decrees became harsh and unjust, and his subjects trembled in fear, for the once honorable monarch now ruled with an iron fist. In the dead of night, the castle echoed with haunting whispers as shadowy figures slipped through hidden passages. The courtiers spoke in hushed tones of secret rituals performed in the depths of the royal chambers, where Valor sought forbidden knowledge to bolster his waning power. The once golden reputation of the king tarnished like rusted armor. Tales of betrayal and deceit swept through the kingdom, leaving behind a trail of broken alliances and shattered trust. The people, disillusioned and fearful, began to question the very foundation of their loyalty to the fallen monarch. As darkness engulfed Eldrath, an ancient prophecy emerged from the depths of forgotten scrolls. It spoke of a dire consequence for a king who betrayed his honor, a curse that would devour not only his soul, but also the kingdom he once ruled with nobility. One fateful night, as a blood-red moon hung low in the sky, a spectral figure appeared in the king's chamber. It was a manifestation of the curse, a vengeful spirit seeking retribution for the dishonor that had tainted the throne. The ghostly apparition whispered words of condemnation, and Valor, now a mere shell of his former self, crumbled to his knees in despair. The curse unfurled its tendrils, weaving through the very fabric of Eldrath. The kingdom, once prosperous and revered, descended into chaos. Crops withered, rivers ran black, and the once proud citizens were plagued by nightmares that mirrored the king's fall from grace. And so, in the haunted ruins of Eldrath, the once mighty king, now stripped of honor and dignity, wandered aimlessly, haunted by the ghosts of his own betrayal. The kingdom, a mere shadow of its former glory, stood as a chilling reminder of the high cost of forsaking one's honor.
Once, in a quiet town surrounded by dense woods, there stood an old mansion with a notorious history. Local legends spoke of mysterious disappearances and eerie occurrences within its walls. Many believed the mansion was haunted, but none dared to venture inside until the Thompson family moved to town. The Thompsons, unaware of the mansion's dark past, were drawn to its grandeur and decided to make it their new home. They consisted of Mark, a loving father, Emily, a caring mother, and their 10-year-old son, Alex. The family quickly settled in, excited about their new life in the historic mansion. At first, everything seemed normal. However, as the days passed, strange things began to unfold. Alex, an imaginative and curious child, started hearing whispers in the dead of night. Soft, haunting voices seemed to call out his name from the shadows. His parents dismissed it as an overactive imagination, but Alex's behavior took a disturbing turn. Late one evening, Emily found Alex sitting alone in his room, staring at an old, dusty mirror. His eyes were wide with terror, and he mumbled incoherent words. Concerned, she asked what was wrong, but Alex simply pointed at the mirror, claiming he saw a ghostly face whispering to him. As the nights went on, Alex's mental state deteriorated. He would wake up screaming, describing disturbing visions of ghostly figures that only he could see. His parents, now deeply troubled, sought the help of paranormal investigators, hoping to uncover the mystery behind their son's torment. The investigators set up equipment throughout the mansion, capturing chilling EVP recordings and documenting strange occurrences. They discovered that the mansion had a dark history of children disappearing under mysterious circumstances. One night, as the investigators conducted a seance, Alex became the focal point of the supernatural activity. He screamed in agony, claiming the spirits were trying to take him away. The room filled with an otherworldly presence, and the temperature plummeted. In a desperate attempt to free Alex from the grip of the supernatural, the investigators performed a ritual to cleanse the house. As they did, the mansion shook with an unearthly force, and ghostly apparitions filled the rooms. When the ritual was complete, the paranormal activity ceased. The mansion, now eerily silent, held its secrets once more. Alex, though physically unharmed, was forever changed. The haunted house had taken a toll on his young mind, leaving him with vivid memories of the spectral horrors that lurked within its walls. The Thompson family, traumatized by the experience, decided to leave the mansion behind, its dark history once again shrouded in mystery.